Eti for ni for how you daily update TV so ta share na so no first time I share so ni di no book kan so na wa subscribe masin news bia no dia benya notification on phone so na wa be sharp fin so man fit so be share ma down for so enye bi eti for me go to jam issue obi ansa na ba bonten ne nsem na oka no emu orem ye pa chese NanaAddo dan kokufado quick kan nsem bi ewo eye kwame sefa kan show so a chese na eye bobi ansa kan che Mahama say that time no I was saying Mahama ejeli akufado straight wode ne kɔ court no start ne kɔ to prison na no ya dey just say emu orem nsem ben na akufado kɔ kan wa ye kwame sefa kan show so ye ba kuti nsem a bobi ansa ba bonte me kan ori na osa kan say akufado edi o man ne bone pa ye kan sika pa sika we see o man bone so still na Ghana for bra na o mo bre odwene ho a wonte ase ori no na divine so ebeboruema or list to so I can say me about banks or mugu no true can of yata me so kam ninku tie bobi ansa e ba na de nsem bi e course so e wo pa kwesi bank na google no e ho exclusive details so e dey abroad list to na babonte Likee information so kam ninku tie bobi
our time
memoir no special
now mo ati wono majiminti no election day oh via bejiska
you time about so let's deal with the banking sector and Maka Tango me pacho se see ha no mo kai me say seahorse 50-50 engine eska drabagidi
because what this KB Jayena and ka we re if you want to
woni ma de me bufu owi ase momo for message bi o wa de ba eba kunkuro no na to wa metwa na ba kunkuro bo se yema shim se adi we be o matro
continue to use momo to buy credit
I don't person me reply o momo ye ba ko anko na me jaye did we ya o mo bia o ndi me seahorse 50
list of beba msisi ama mente ba ko mienu bi pe e banking because me pese e beba ho unim say owura kanu foria taya ye kana asem ya ne ba wo miamu unim say what your botan scandal
yeah
senate sika bia unim say asat 2000 no nanka data bank ni kanu foria ta nka eguse team unim say mini papa bi frame yo omo no mo so kanu foria ta say and omo ne call former president na me fa ne Kesi Jʻɪḻ. Look at such a person who has benefited from the magnanimity of your friend is saying
your rescue back.
Your rescue no or your city egu. Mills said there be any politics. Any me party intino. Me my ungu. No mo koso data bank asene. E mani be jina ye. Who be jina o na na who be finance minister.
Who say
bia. No, uni wa men kan sem chro. Nyame eyi Akufo-Addo family no ma Ghana to punish them, and when they failed, then God decided to allow them to punish us. My mouth instances too. Nyame emma kwai from Kufuor time. Now Kufuor stop Akufo-Addo becoming NPP leader and the president. Kufuor anye. Mahama Mills ebenya the opportunity to dismantle them. Ebi na woka no eno sustaining wom. Akufo-Addo edi nkwasi asem na ese John Mahama ejeli Akufo-Addo straight. Sa na interview on Peace FM ne kwam sefa kan kwasi interview no omkoye no calling uprising no. Then case so free one straight to court, straight to prison. That's a Ghana besia ense. Ena ordinary share no o kan no maka kire wa yemre na omo nyemre o se satan ke no furata ba so obewu no mungu so Ghana penifo from Rawlings, Kufuor, Atamios, Mahama, they got the opportunity to tame and dismantle and punish them. Omo anye no, then God took away that opportunity and gave it to them that punished them.
Punish them for not punishing.
Yes, and Croughford can offer do more and enough from
yes.
Bongo, UT Bank, Ato, ACN, Ni na for nkwa no do mbone because na yese nko punish no and onim and they did not per that spiritual rule. Then God turned it and gave it to him, punish them. That is the problem.
Yeah, Bobby, unim bibi. Say make us some way na dear sinipono. Dear say a mo be a dream who say Adiana de be almost better from memo no mo kase o no mo clean banking sector because na system no mu ay corrupt mu say no person mo sanitizing no. Dear be mo who say e yentro any crook nyama na nkofo no target here Prudential Bank.
That's all.
See, Prudential Bank at the time now, no more recapitalization, no more say oh, and your mama the mismanagement, and the Prudential norms in Crawford Bridge, you know. Now Prudential Bank at the form team, koto. Meso time now, omu collapse banks. What you say about Prudential Bank? And when him say that me no can say, ADB Bank. Problem are no more financial crisis. Say yes, a cleaning sector we, am I robust, am I strong? When him say there. And then I no can say I buy edisika eco capitalize ADB. Send a be on beach no so because STC4 abobusia or no mama ADB
Akroma no. And I hear say La Bianca mama no akababi.
Akababi.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh.
Life.
I mean for the crazy.
Se say we are singing se say we are singing ni pe we are singing do be abone and se say we are say port nyina ma media me na metimi to ayi a friend say sa also was speedboats ni bia e de enam sa 1 week obetimi de nam from Morocco to Ghana 3 days from Algeria to Ghana. You would be say we destroy will be our business. The end is near NPP. Mo deal la Bianca sika ni bi no. E Bianca won man ho ya mo nkoje. Ya. Yanko.
Mark. The book of Mark. O kan se bi me de papa. Trenwotwe. Yi mo aduasa and I call a duasan watching. A moon as a more depa, say, dear Ben Amina,
dear Ben,
for what shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world and loses his soul? Dear, I am a papa. Anyway, I mean, funny crazy. Kara, banking sector cleanup. Mame fa kunya so nchie for na menchia minion ma bedwafo divine and Charles ame mo abaso se ne da bia me ye no ora unim say banking sector clean up no anytime bia e be symmetry mo no like the divine in his preamble said no mame hu nipa ewudi sem ene amamboy semu a omo ede share amemu ase kora sometimes you would wonder say edien na ebema nipa dasani etimi adwen bone se me manfo a me ne omo timemu me ye omo bone amebi akomu nu ashada edi etrimoden asɛ omo sabre no people limit the scope to want it to mean it was targeted at a certain personalities like Indum, like Dofo, like Agongo, like late Professor Pochi, like Kofi Amoaben, like Atuesien, like Nyeneku. Is that the name? Nyeneku. Beige capital. You see, but I think that is not the thrust of the matter. Oh, bank owner there. Fine, it may affect them. But to what
information about us and let's say for Pamasam to sign this year. You'll be answered to chemical details. I mean, we say in same year, I could find a kind or crimes if I can show so. And I could find some women and buy or send Mahama and a Yakofadical court. Now, was I jailing or not nature of Yasia? If I quite a more remember or church him the intia. Now it is such as any asking to talk like no pressure Mahama say be any many yano. No, I was inquiring and so. Like where the yaka crash the wine because now man forecast any akufado wenini and would the wenini sana a yakufado so ababe say or mine or digana for bonia. See, I want to any when you near their dear cost of Ghana and United Saman for and one chair or more hardship near their day any no for winning our budget. So more normal kind about the banks are more good and near their history also about Bontin Abe explaining into details about Kwesi into bank and artists or Mugu no. Artists are getting one tear after the Mogu bank and or more would do a show many as see at why are changing almost or musicano. Then bank and Mogu no. Taxpayers' money no more sign and sign Jim French bank na. Timon no more no almost sign a tax no taxpayers for no NGs another bank another akufo NGs says cano no venture bank na just say egu no just say utility to where or say original one tia say ni na I say useless and a senseless idea original one tia say say me be no ka fan pa question to any banks are do magugu no in conform this sika ehye banks ma up to now no akufo don ba bonti me cash and farm so kam ni kuti in similar list to about bonti me kan ba.
What extent? We be a juma Otabel, anyone on in Amwa, Nano Mahus was up on Fugu, the Ashe boot. Fugu, a pump, a 3-piece, no, Ashe boot. So I have Brante Kama. You go no, Mintesi a coaching indum, Ednatum. At Twisian, or no ASO Besho BB, I can secret. Akoso no mo se ne mo mfa ntum mo pia ne ntum na na no de dodo e no mo pia na tum kese ono otimifo no otimi wo no ro wo ka ba fa wa beti no o se keep quiet and suffer se ubie wano a o sa se ne se na no de dia mo sa enyere ne nkotum kaba more than what people have thought. Can you imagine how many people had deposited monies there in the banks? Do you know the torture they have gone through? The amount of monies people had saved, according to about the 9 billion that has been discussed in public, which is supposed to be the albatross around the necks of these banks that have collapsed. To the extent that Ogu bank ni we ya no wasase wo taxpayer na wabu na ene wusu no wasabe jiji wu sika dia akwa tua bank ne ka kana bank na bo no asif say o jiji sika na ewo wo ho no sa dia betua wo awoka oje yen so a when Peter was robbed, Paul was not paid. That's another one. 2, Kobra, say bank siwa, say bank die fane say studio highway, a banker on. Apart from say bank ni jeji sika, de bob besia, ema sika ba futuom enya mfaso no. Those are the main things banks do. Banks take deposits. Okay. Now wabe liaison between you, the depositor, and the borrower. So banks then lend your money to a borrower. Na borrower ni diskana koye juma with an interest. No abetua bank neka. Na bank enyanfa so. No wetimia afa workers. Na kwabra yemu say how many workers estimatedly ena omulusu omajuma. So imagine how many workers. Utifia busa who say banks are good no. For example, Beige Capital. You can imagine how many branches they had. For example, GN Bank, 308. You lost 3 counts. 308 branches across the country. Now 308 branches. No, dear, imagine say, just stick to the number of personnel near more bank. Estimated at 3. No,
Charles can 3 times.
And yet 3, you can't do 3. Tell us, cry 3. Or your manager can home, bank manager can home. 5. Dear, or you in charge of votes, security. 5 times. Or so 3. Bank won't me for nipa 5 from any more bank. Minimum nipa 15. Minimum.
Even with that 1 crown, you are doing 1,540.
It's a minimum of 15.
It is 15 there. You are doing about
minimum. Because who tell us me and Sakura, who tell us me and
say 5 new.
Yes.
So 5 them 1,500.
Okay.
It is a the only 15 1,500 4,500.
Okay, so
the security. So that is 600.
So that is
security 600.
What they tell you, that is just about a GM banko. So what the Fabid can home. Nefa Unibank can home. For Unicredit can home. For Uni Security can home. For UT Bank can home. For Heritage Bank can home. Then you are able to tell how many personnel lost their jobs just because of the collapse of banks. And we another phase. Kwabna, maybe to watch or bank be around every bank we have food joints, eateries. So you can imagine say how many eateries in Omuguno estimatedly. Aside from that, imagine say every bank worker, a man especially, because you are supposed to put on tie, you have to always wear a white shirt. So imagine how many people lost their businesses in the sale of white shirts or even fancy clothing, because you have to always look sharp.
Oh yeah.
Then let's go to another side of it.
And your bankers boys here
they went to me and your bend down boutique. So how many bend down boutiques have collapsed? Kwabra, you're free ho. When more mobile besia or bank hono. Kwabra, uni munyuma hodwa or more nya bosia aguo. Oh, so me kase me na me ntimi go in these details e wo ma adwenim na me den se me nya botre a church, but this time Nana Forjo say me de me nya botre and I'm taking my time. What am I saying?
I'm enjoying it.
These are things that if you are very particular about, you may
Abuja Phoneti for any information about our cemetery for Master Mamtisa News here, Yasan Kutua, the fat year, Yinti Wazenka, a Mahama, AJLA, a Yakufado, I could see exclusive details. After one, no Zenko didn't go court because in some of what can air radio stations na a dear and try you cry. I just go be answer a country mammas, no Zenka that sad time. No Zenka a way then with jail a Yakufado, and I say, or the Akufado court, not a baby as some go to prison. And what we are there is a more error me by no and a Bubian Sababun to the some information. Or can say, the Indian go to a yanas, the Indian for a Akufado go 12 years and I say, now man for can say, oh, especially NDC for and our man on it Bubian said or more yawn. Oh, Akufado when you need to, and I say, or the when you know those are more painty Akufado ma a Ghana for my Ghana for 2 abamo and a Ghana for every is a once in the crampuno. And Toshi, even Henry is going to Toshi because baby economy now could journal a year $1, almost a year 16 to 17 cities. I just a working on 1 want to see Obia what day a year young can say Mahama and as I would day a year Bawamia Ebano. I covered the Bawamia Baw, Gina Simply so can't check on a phone now, says deny hat 90. Would you be by or beat mamma a yes, didn't agina ye, send a bayer yɛdi dwa anaasɛ yɛkɔyɛ adwuma mu a yɛde saa sika no kɔhyɛ adwuma mu a yɛbɛnya mfaso a like ɛwɔ soro koraa kyɛn sesei deɛ ɛwɔ mu yi. Nanso afei koraa na ase sesei ntoos koraa yɛntumi nkɔka. Ɛno na ɛyɛ list wɔ aba abɔnten abɛgu wɔn anim ase ɛfa bank wɔn agugu no ne adeade a ɛsɛ wɔdwene ho a wɔnte ase paa Kwesi ndom bank yɛabu no nyinaa ɛyɛ list wɔ aba abɔnten ɔne define egu ɛyɛ Kenofurata anim ase paa big time. So ebi ate asɛm yi nti manka wobɛtumi na wadwenkyena akɔ comment so wobɛtumi so ahyɛ ama w'adamfo so anya bi ahwɛ. Subscribe ma ne di no bo kwan so yɛde tiefo nya sɛ ɔbaa daily update bɛhyɛ.